Greetings, namaste, hello. This is a video going over OBS. I would appreciate it if you subscribe, just because. And I'm also going to be going through this one's new, I actually installed it today, OpenBoard. This is quite cool as well to help with teaching. Now, when OBS allows you to record a desktop, it allows you, it's a very powerful tool. You can choose what you want to record. Do I want to record a specific window? What do I want to record on this? Do I need to boost my volumes, etc, etc, etc. A lot of features, and in the new version it also allows you to pause, which is fantastic. First, a brief is the difference between streaming and recording. I am predominantly going to go through recording, and then I would upload that video to YouTube, or I'd upload wherever I needed to upload that video to afterwards, and it would defaultly record as an MP4. Now, streaming is when you wanted to link it directly to a YouTube account, and then immediately as you record it would live display online. I am not going to go into that. You would have to generate or link it to your YouTube account specifically, and this video is not going to go into that. Alright, so when you install it, you'll choose what you're going to mainly set this up for. And if you're doing it for recording, you'll choose, I want to set it up mainly for recording. And defaultly, there is no sources, and there is just your audio mixers down here. Now, the scene, don't worry about. I'm not going to go into different scenes, but you can set up different scenes so you can swap between your scenes during a recording. So you can play around with that. But I'm going to go through the basics of setting up the sources just for a generic getting the recording. Very powerful and open source, which is fantastic. And what we're going to do here is I want to be teaching this lesson. This is a document I want to talk about. I want to get the kids to learn about. And for example, I want to press Windows key, right key, and I want to have the code open here. So I've got something else I want to chat about here. And also I want to switch between some notes that I'm going to put on the whiteboard. My writing is atrocious. But yeah, you can get a stylus or various things like that to help out with that. Alright, so you want to switch between different things, that's fine, and you want to record everything you got on this desktop. Be talking about the stuff here, use an equation editor here, use whatever software you are familiar with and best to deliver the content, and you can record it exactly as it is and pause just to get a little bit of things going. And it doesn't take that long then to generate lessons. You can do it like you would teach in front of the class, like I'm doing right now. I'm just live going through stuff and thinking on the top of my head from what I know. So that's, if I fail, that's because it's live. I'm not going to re-record things. Alright, now, so on here, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about our sources. Now, you'll notice that I've already got this set up, and I'm recording over here on a different screen. So you'll see I've got my webcam already set up here, and I can resize myself. So as I'm doing this, I can go, wee, rah, I'm big, I'm small. So you can resize the different layers and so forth. But because this is recording the webcam, it will not allow me to add a webcam properly to this version here, but you can add the webcam as well. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click plus first, and you'll see there's a lot of different things you can add. Don't be scared. One, display capture is an important one. It will capture your display. So the whole desktop. If you've got more than one display, you can choose which display. Like me, I've got two, so I can choose which one I want to work with. Video capture device, another important one, that will capture your webcam. And next one is window capture, where you can capture a specific window if you don't want to capture the whole thing. So for example, you could even add multiple different windows and put 4 different windows that's being captured on at the same time. Pretty cool. Alright, but I'm getting sidetracked. So let's first just talk about display capture. Display capture, I'm going to talk about left screen, because I'm going to capture my left screen, which is the one that you're currently seeing. And we're going to go OK. And you'll see I can choose between my different screens. Now that went a bit crazy because that's the same screen that I'm recording at the moment. So I'm going to click OK on that, and you'll see that that screen's there, and you can resize it, rescale it if you need to whatever you want. And you can also apply different filters to it. I'm not going to go into filters and details of the screen. I'm going to go into filters when it comes to the webcam though now. As I said, for the webcam, so that was plus, and I went to video capture device, and I chose my webcam. It's not going to show because I've got it over here, so it won't allow 2 applications to access a webcam at the same time. So if you've got a video call that's accessing your webcam, another software will not be allowed to access your webcam. Alright, so I'm going to choose that, and I'm going to go right click filters, and I'm going into the filters here just purely if you want to add cool effects. The only one I'm going to talk about is a Chroma Key. A Chroma Key allows you to have, say, green as a background, and hence I have no background directly behind me, except my screen's not quite wide enough, so I think there's a little line there somewhere. But, quite tricky to do. There's other filters you can add here, but I'm not going to talk about that in too much detail. You can play it, literally play it. If you break it, just remove all sources and try again. The next thing is your microphone. So I can mute my desktop or show my desktop. So if, for example, I've got music playing in the background, which normally I do actually, I don't know at the moment, I could not record the music playing so that I won't be having, I don't want it on here, or maybe I do, but I want it to be recorded at a low volume. So just a bit of background music, very privacy and stuff. And here I might want to add for my mic, I've added a bit of a boost sometimes to my mic, because it was recording it very, very softly. So I added a filter. So I went to the cog icon, added a filter, and you can go plus and you can add what's called a gain. And a gain will allow you to boost the microphone levels. Be careful of that though, because it can cause, you want the audio to be normalized. You don't want to break people's speakers or go too crazy with that. It can go the other way as well. And you can also do a noise suppression. And I think getting the audio right is a bit tricky. I don't think I've still got it quite right, but I've been playing with it, and I also had to reinstall Windows recently, so I haven't fully configured the setup properly yet, but we'll see. Alright, so those are the different recording things that you're going, and then you'll just go start recording. You can pause. There is also studio mode. I haven't played around with it too much. There's keyboard shortcuts you can set up so that you don't have to actually press the pause button and that kind of stuff. I haven't configured all that yet. On this install anyway. Now what you've got here in your OpenBoard, which I've installed today, this is just literally a little on-screen key thing that you can do. It's open source meaning completely free to use, and technically you can edit the software if you want to, which is quite cool. Download the source code and edit it and improve it, do what you need to. Alright, I hope this video has helped, but remember, when you install, just choose it for recording. If you're looking at this video, you most probably searched for specifically to record desktops and help you with teaching. And yeah, just deliver the best lessons you can deliver. You got this. Have a good one and enjoy your day. Subscribe.